Good morning, year two. I hope you're okay. This is our first lesson of our next writing unit. So you'll need your work pack for this. So this lesson is starting on Thursday with your new work pack. So there's lots of different information in here. So this is what we're going to do first. We're going to have just a little thing, talk about what we're going to be doing. We're going to be looking at superheroes. So I think we might really enjoy this unit of work all about superheroes, and I'm going to see how we got on with this, how long this lasts. So you've got some lovely things in your work pack to be getting on with this as well. Okay, so I'm going to skip all. Oh, there's some little fact files here about the people that are in here. Hi, I'm Jo Awesome. That's a superhero name. Her superpower is that she's sporty. Her superpowers, I can't read that on here. I don't know if you can read it on yours. It's a running, jumping, swinging, climbing, hugging? I'm not sure what it says. Superhero call, legs and toes tingle. Other features, super booster, button on belt. Oh, she looks good. I'll let you read the rest of them in your own time. This is Sally Exceptional and Raja the Extraordinary. Okay. Jo, Raja and Sammy have helped lots of people. Here's one of their stories. So a bit like the other one, you can press that there to listen to the recording, or your grown-up can type it in for you, but Mrs. Cockram's going to read it because last time I tried to press that, it didn't work, did it? Playground Rescue. It was an ordinary day. Jo was on her own in the backyard, kicking a football into the makeshift goal that she'd once scratched into the wall with the edge of a sharp stone. She was dreaming of a time when she would play for the local football team again. Raja was covered in paint. She'd been busy occupying her brothers and sisters while her mum tried to get her work done, and Sammy, in the meantime, slept soundly in his basket. For one of his enormous ears had flopped over his eye. His favourite squeaky bacon toy was trapped beneath a podgy paw, and his droopy eyelids flickered as he chased wasps in his dreams. Activity in the local park was ordinary too, or so it seemed. Children played in the playground while adults chatted. Groups of teenagers were gathering, and joggers sprinted along the paths. "Help! Help!" came a sudden shout from the playground. Jo's legs and feet began to tingle. Raja's drawing hand pulled her towards a paintbrush, and Sammy stretched, turned over noisily, and went back to sleep. As Jo and Raja left their homes, they changed. Jo Awesome's blue cape glided behind her as she dashed towards the park, activating her super booster to help her get there more quickly. Raja Extraordinary's red cuffs glowed, and he desperately held onto the flying paintbrush. They arrived at the park at the same time. "What's the problem?" panted Jo. "Follow me," Raja called over her shoulder as the paintbrush dragged her towards the playground. As Raja and Jo reached the edge of the playground, they could see that a crowd had gathered at the bottom of the spider's web climbing frame. Children giggled and pointed, and adults stared up in silence. "Look!" whispered Jo, nodding her head towards the top of the spider's web. Raja followed her gaze up a small, snivelling child who was dangling from the top of the climbing frame with one hand about to fall. "This one's mine," declared Jo. Quick as a flash, Raja painted a mini trampoline, which Jo used to bounce up and over the crowd and grab the child as she somersaulted them both down to safety. With the crowd's whoops and cheers buzzing in their ears, Jo raced home while Raja flew back to her house on the flying carpet she'd painted. Jo returned to the ordinary Jo, playing keepy-uppy in the backyard, and Raja returned to ordinary Raja, clearing up the painting mess she'd left behind. And as for Sammy, an alarm sounded in his head, and his ears pricked up. Someone somewhere was crying. They needed to talk, and Sammy Exceptional to listen. Wow, I loved that superhero story. Imagine if you could be a superhero. Can you imagine that? If you were, by day, You were a normal boy or girl at school or at home, and then if somebody needed help, you could change into a superhero. That would be amazing. What our first job is going to do is I'd like you to listen to it again. If you want to rewind and listen to Mrs. Cochrane reading it again, or your grown up at home could read it, or you could try have a little read of it on your own if you wanted to. And we're going to have a think, read each sentence and think what the words in bold might be. It was an ordinary day. What do we think the word ordinary might mean? Have a think about that. Pause the video and talk to the person at home or talk to the children in the classroom about what you think an ordinary day might be. I think if I was saying what an ordinary day was, I predict the word ordinary means like the same, like a same day, a day that's no different really than any other day. Like, say an ordinary day would be like a school day, or I think at the moment our days aren't very ordinary, are we? Because we're not at school, some of us, through the week, and we're not doing nice things on a weekend. But an ordinary day, I think, means like the same as usual. Let's have a look at the next one. Jo was on her own in the backyard, kicking a football into their makeshift goal. What do we think the word makeshift might mean? If we go back and read that information again, should we go back up to where it said makeshift goal and let's have see if it gives us a clue about what she is using. Let me go up here. Just going to try and find it again. Oh, here. It's the second one. I can see it here. It was an ordinary day. Jo was on her own in the backyard kicking a football into the makeshift goal that she'd once scratched into the wall with the edge of a sharp stone. So she'd used a sharp stone to make a makeshift goal. It's a little bit like using something, isn't it, to make something that's like a goal. It's not a goal, is it? It's making something that's like a goal. So makeshift means making something that's like something, doesn't it? Because my boys might use a makeshift goal, and in the summertime they go over to the park and they use a makeshift goal by using cones, or they use shoes or water bottles, or sometimes even when they're at school, I've heard that they use their jumpers sometimes, which I'm not that impressed with them putting their jumpers on the grass and on outside at their school because they always get muddy, but they're desperate for goals and they sometimes don't have anything to use for them. You work through the next ones now at home and see if you can write these and find out what these words mean and write them in a sentence. So we've got the word occupying, soundly, flickered, gathering, sprinted, activating, snivelling. So I would suggest that when you see these words, if you can't figure out what it says by this one sentence that's there, maybe go back and read it again. That might be a good idea to do, mightn't it? That's our lesson for today, our first lesson. I want you to keep reading it, and I think we're going to have a really amazing time with this English work this week. I'm really looking forward to it. What we can do, and we're going to make some story maps as well. But that's not our job for today. That might be a job for another day. And Mrs. Cochrane's going to be in the classroom doing some videoing at some point, so I'm going to use my whiteboard in the classroom because that might help me use that and record that way. Okay, have a lovely day. I can't wait to see the work you're doing. Please keep posting on WeDuck because it makes me so happy. See you later, Year 2. Bye.